balls so dry, they explode like dust. Suck my balls, suck my balls.
You must suck my golf balls. Mommy?
Yes?
Suck my balls.
You got a lot of growing up to do, buddy. Suck my balls.
Sorry I'm different, but you can just suck my clit and my balls. You know what? You know what? That's what. Suck my clit and balls. I don't have to suck your balls. Before this day is over, you will suck my balls. Suck my balls, fat ass. I will. I will suck your balls, Kyle. And I will get down on my knee and I will suck your balls. I'll suck them dry, Kyle. Suck my balls, Kyle. Well, excuse my French, Mrs. Marsh, but you can suck my fat, hairy balls.
Suck my big balls in your hairy butt hole. Suck my big balls in your hairy butt hole. Your hairy butt hole.
What is that?
It's my balls.
God damn it, Carmen!
How would you like to suck my balls?
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was... How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Darcy? Holy shit, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of
Suck my balls, suck my balls, my balls, my balls, suck 'em dry.
Suck My Balls, the South Park Review. I'm your host in the scene where the air is clean and I'm lighting up that green. Yeah, boy, MSG. Follow me on that Twitter, Twitter, Instagram, or at Matthew_Schaffer. Each and every week I'm chilling with my boys. They like to buy brand new toys. They sit down and they eat lots of, chimichangas and make out with girls who don't have boy toys. I saved that there. If I was living in Illinois, I don't know. I'm just trying to rhyme things with go at the end of that sentence. I stumbled. That's okay. Because you're not dealing with the smooth operator. I've got my own intro song playing in the background. But I'm Matthew Schaffer. And I am joined by the first man up on the scene. This guy, he lives in sunny Arizona where the sun is beating down 100 plus degrees on the daily. And people ask me, why are you going there? And I say, well, because I like to swim and I like to see my peeps. But he is the man. It's Scoop. There it is. Scoop. There it is. Scoop. Shaka. Mr. Scoop. There goes. Scoop, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, PK, how you doing?
And of course, we're joined each and every week by our third compadre.
Well, I don't mean to piss you off with things I might say.
Or does
So when I try to shut my mouth, it'll come out
he
and
I mean to piss you off.
speak my mind. That's when
certainly
we connect.
does get upset
Yeah, but
sometimes.
that's not politically correct.
What's up, Broken Joe Vernola? How you doing?
Motherfucker.
Scoop, I thought he just had a sprain. No, he fractured his foot.
Brooke.
Yeah, it's fractured. I thought I told you guys that last week.
You did not. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, we just thought you kind of sprained it. That's what you made it sound like. It was just a sprain.
Nope, it's fractured. I thought I sprained it, and then when I went to the doctor, they're like, no, this is fractured, dude.
But we're back to review The Neighborhood. It's apparently The Neighborhood's going right here, guys, in my pants and in my backyard and in my front yard and everywhere around me. Oh, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into it here for Suck My Balls number 80, a South Park review, season 5, episode 12. Here comes The Neighborhood. That's right. The Neighborhood is certainly crashing down all around as it's the 12th episode of season 5 and the 77th overall episode of South Park as it aired on November the 28th, 2001. And in this, Token, guys, gets his own story. Now, currently in this episode, he'll be known as Token Williams. Fun fact, later on, he's going to be known as Token Black. And he's also not the only black child in South Park. He's not only the black child in South Park, he also happens to be the wealthiest.
Using my laptop, I hooked into the internet and found a meteorology website. I downloaded the data, and with my dad's video projector, I can show you the graph I made of predictable weather patterns over the next 3 months.
Wow.
I also printed out the results on my color printer. Here you are, Miss Chokes on Dick.
Very, very good, Token. You get a check plus.
All right.
Oh, that is such bullcrap.
Oh, Eric, for the love of God.
No, see, this is the fundamental flaw with the check plus check minus system. The only reason Token was able to do all that is because his family is rich.
My family isn't rich.
Oh, come on, Token. Your new house is 4 times the size of anyone else's in town. And who else gets crab cakes and lobster tail in their lunch boxes? Your family is rich, dude.
But
Let's just see where Token's clothes come from, shall we? Ooh, Armani Exchange. Armani Exchange? All the rest of us have to buy our clothes at J-Mart. Have you ever even been inside a J-Mart, Token? I didn't think so.
I didn't think so. Have you ever been inside of a J-Mart, Joe?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Scoop, would you visit a J-Mart if it was available to you?
Is that even a real store?
I don't. I think it's a
I think it's a Kmart.
Kmart.
knockoff.
Yeah, Kmart.
Well, yeah, I used to, Kmart kickers, bro, back in the day.
Blue light special, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I hit the Kmart all the time on the freak. I actually even worked for Kmart for a little bit. My first time in college. Didn't end very well. It's okay. That's okay. Another time, another place, another lifetime for young Matt.
What didn't end well? Working at Kmart or the first time in college?
Both actually.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm being the asshole here.
Yeah.
Great, you guys. I'm getting hit.
Anyway. All right. So let's move on here. So Token, of course, is the rich kid in school, then wanting to fit in. He convinces his parents to take him to J-Mart, where the rest of the other townsfolk are actually shocked to see the Williams shopping there.
Hey, look, these pants are only $5 a piece. They must really suck. What do you think?
What brand are they?
It doesn't matter, Mom. They're poor people pants.
Hey,
Poor people.
isn't that the Williamses?
Huh? Oh, yeah, it is. What are they doing here? They can afford to shop at Cherry Creek. You see that, Sheila? The Williamses are shopping here.
I don't get it. He must pull in at least $200,000 a year.
Son, can you just hurry it up? I don't think we quite fit in here.
Now, for that context, the scene, they're standing in the store and everybody starts looking at them. Of course, the undertoning nature of this episode is that a lot of people in South Park are racist. And now you've got, the black towns shopping at their goddamn J-Mart. What the hell's going on? Joe, crazy time.
It is crazy times. It just really made me laugh a couple times, just how over they were with it. There was something else I was going to say, but I'm stoned, so I forgot.
I know it.
Oh, I had an eyelash in my eye, dude. That shit blows. I hate that shit.
Oh, yeah, no, it was just, I just popped a little bit inside for the Cherry Creek reference.
Yes, I got that too.
Yeah, I totally.
Cherry Creek, and I was like, oh, I live down the street from Cherry Creek.
They could totally shop at Cherry Creek.
In fact, I went to Cherry Creek Mall, not to shit on this place, but 100% correct. Everybody who shops there is bougie. And they shop, and it's because it's just fine stores. And I'm not even saying, with the diamond hands, we wouldn't even go in there to get a nice suit every now and then or get a nice, lunch or something. But I'm not trying to fucking hang out at these places. Like the way these fucking people go there and shit, I'm just like, it's ridiculous. I need to go to the other mall. Lots of rich people. Have you ever been in that situation, Scoop, working in retail where you're working with people who think they're better than others or like they end up shopping to other people because of their monetary status?
I worked at Hollister. Some people would try to come in like they were better than other people, but it's like, yo, bro, you're shopping at Hollister. Like, who are you?
Hollister, who the fuck are you, guy? Joe, how about you? Do you ever work around those richie type folk?
Outside the Navy, not really. But
no. I did fine dining up in North Scottsdale. For Mia Francesca's. I worked as a waiter. I made good fucking money, but yeah, it was a lot of fucking horrible people. But I'll tell you the one highlight out of that, not to deviate away from this show, I met Howie Long for the second time when I was there. It was pretty cool. So, first time I met him when I was in high school in Montana as a bag boy for Safeway, and I bagged his groceries. And then the second time, it was his waiter. I was like, bro, it's pretty cool. I keep meeting you, dog.
And he's like, I don't remember you at all. Get away from me.
Actually, once I told them I was from Montana, they liked that because they knew that I wasn't just some fucking weirdo. They were like, "Oh, we love Montana." I was like, "Yeah, I met you in high school, and then and then I was in college, or I was in Arizona, so I was still young. So there was just a young guy, you know what I mean?" So now the next time I meet him, it's gonna be when I work for Fox Sports, and I'm like, "Yo, this is the third time I've met you. You don't remember, but guess what? I've been waiting for this moment again for the rest of my life."
Now you'll remember, Howie.
I'll so fucking remember me. So they went to J Mart, and following this token back to South Park, returns to hang out with the boys, but is continued to be made fun of because he brings over The Lion King on DVD. Atrocious.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, dude, did you bring the movie?
I sure did.
Hey, you changed your clothes, Token.
Yeah, well, I did a little shopping at J-Mart.
All right, well, let's just watch The Lion King. Cartman's cheating anyways.
Here you go.
What's that?
It's a DVD of The Lion King.
DVD? We don't own a DVD player.
Yeah, dude, nobody does. They're too expensive.
Not too expensive for Token's rich-ass family, apparently.
Don't you have the VHS of it?
I only have this.
Oh, well, let me take this disc up to the Enterprise and see if Captain Kirk can decrypt it. Oh, Jesus, dude. Come on, guys. We'll just have to find other stuff to do.
What's a VHS?
I like the end of the scene here. Fucking Cartman just takes the fucking DVD and chucks it up into the air and walks out. I was like, that's fucked up. That DVD's $20, Eric. That's fucked up. But
that's probably back then it was probably closer to like 50 or I think like when DVDs first dropped, weren't they like $49.99?
Yeah, so I was gonna say that one was like, yeah, that's like tossing around a video game at that point.
This is 2001, so if we recall, the Okama Game Sphere is supposed to be based off of either the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox, correct?
Yeah.
So you would have to think maybe their game console would have the fucking DVD player,
right? Yeah, but whose house were they at? Because I don't think they were at Stan's.
I don't think so. But it's also all of theirs because you shouldn't have done that. He's just a little baby filler.
Right.
You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Poor little feller.
Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, let's move it on here after that. So Token upset, guys. He, is like, he wallows. And they give Token some time here. In fact, so much time that they actually gave Token his own song. If you're watching this on YouTube, I might forget to take this out. And if I do, and we get copyright struck, I don't care.
Why can't I be like all the other kids? They all have 3-bedroom homes, broken trucks on their lawns, and cut up hot dogs for lunch. It's not my fault my parents succeed so much. There's no one in town I can relate to. I play with autographed baseball bats, while everyone else just plays with sticks and pine cones. Has a boy ever felt so alone? Well, who needs them anyway? I won't pretend I'm something I'm not. If I can't be poor, I've got to deal with what I've got. If I can't be like them, what I need is more rich kids around, so I'm not the only one, and that I won't be so down. Please, God, send more rich kids to my town.
Please, God, send more rich kids to my goddamn town.
Goddamn.
Did you guys ever have any rich kid friends when you were growing up, Joe?
Yeah, I actually had quite a lot of them because it was like, I lived just on one side of the street to go to one high school, but like literally if you go like half a block, maybe half a mile the other way from my house, it just starts getting like super affluent and shit. I was like right at the fringe of the I qualified for the rich kid part of town, but I wasn't actually. I don't know. But yeah, I had a lot of rich friends.
So like I went through spurts in my life where my parents kind of had financial ups and downs. So I remember being like not poor, but average as a young child. And then right around the time I was in middle school, or right before middle school, tail end of elementary school into high school, my dad was making really good money. But then my dad, being the hippie that he is, didn't like the kind of grimy style that comes with that being upper management. So he just didn't want to do anymore. You know what I mean? So he went back to his regular job, which is fine. And then they let him work from home. And then we ended up moving out to Montana. So, and then, I mean, my parents are average now, but like I don't ever consider myself the rich kid. Even when my parents were making good money, like the way they were, and I got like, $20 a week in allowance, I still never felt like I was the rich kid. You get what I'm saying? Like I couldn't go to my parents and be like, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this? No, you can go fucking work for it.
Right. And that's how it was for me too. Like, but I knew my parents had some money, but they didn't like really share it. Yeah. I shouldn't say share it, but like they didn't spend it on me. But
my parents spent it on me, but they always made you feel like they weren't. Like I remember when the Xbox came out, and that's all I wanted, dude. That's all I kept talking about for months. What do you want this year? I just want an Xbox. I just want an Xbox. I want an Xbox. But what? No, I want an Xbox. That's all I kept asking for months. And then finally, they were like, all right. So they gave me my first present the night before. And they were like, here, we want to give you an extra present tonight because we didn't get you an Xbox. And I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. Next day, I got an Xbox. So like, that's the kind of shit my parents would do. You know what I mean? So they would never like flaunt it or make you think you could just ask and get it. I had to fucking put that work in and asking and behaving for months. Scoop, what about you? Did you ever grow up with any rich friends or have rich friends?
I was the rich kid.
Ace. Like I had rich friends. See, that's what I'm saying. I knew I had rich friends, motherfucker. Yeah, no, I always grew up as the guy who had rich friends for sure. Like no matter what. Like I think they just like people just, know that I'm not going to take advantage of them for money. Like, and then they'll tell me and I'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. You got money? Sweet. So can we like go on your jet ski? Like those are the kind of things I ask. So like, can we use your hot tub? Like I'm not trying to get your money. I just want to try it whenever you get.
Can I play your Dreamcast?
Can I play your Dreamcast?
Can I like jump off your trampoline and into your pool while trying to slam dunk?
That's exactly what you're. Oh my god, that was 6th grade at Tony's house. With Tony, Mikey, and Nick. Damn, Nick was the young kid of the group. And me and Tony were the oldest. Anyway, flashback there. Shout out to Tony Vega up here.
That sounded like Goodfellas for a minute. Tony and Mikey and Nick.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, shout out to Tony Vega if you ever cross my podcast. How you doing, bro? So yeah, I had a lot of rich friends. I had a buddy named Freddie, or that's not what his name was. That was his American name. He had an Egyptian name. He's from Egypt. It was like Fred Rockin, Fred Rickards, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Something like that. So he's like, just call me Freddie. So he was rich. He was cool. But yeah, and then, I had some regular friends. I didn't have a lot of like too many rich friends. But anyway, rich friends are coming to town is because after that, guys, this gets the attention of many rich celebrities along with them in particular. And we have to point this out specifically because this is the theme of the show. They're all Black celebrities. And strangely enough, that being Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Oprah Winfrey, P. Diddy, Kobe Bryant, Snoop Dogg, and Bill Cosby. We all decided to move to South Park itself.
Well, here it is, our home to be.
Oh, Will, it's beautiful.
Hi, welcome to the neighborhood.
Well, thank you, young man. We're the Smiths.
Ah, a local boy. You shall be our new playmate. I'm Frederick. This is my sister Lisa and my brother Daniel. I'm Token.
Our daddy is a very famous actor. What does your daddy do?
He's a lawyer, I think.
How quaint. Kids, why don't you go play with little Token while your mother and I check out the town?
Very well. Come, local boy. Show us how to play your mountain games.
All right.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God. Thanks, God. Well, I guess Token got what he wanted as more rich people arrive. Now, of course, if you do look at it, this next scene we're going to talk about here with Mr. Garrison, he gets annoyed by having all these rich people or richers and cash chuckers.
Damn richers.
Their less affluent citizens, of course, are going to soon to fall. Now, originally here, Mr. Garrison does make a good point that as more people who have wealth come into your neighborhood and buy up property and increase the value of said property, it increases your overall taxes, which drives out people who may not be able to now afford to live in that area, right? So Mr. Garrison makes a logical amount here, and they kind of, you think they're still kind of walking the line here. Like at first you think he's going to talk about something racial, but we'll talk about more after the clip.
Look, there's more of them moving into our town. You know, Oprah Winfrey is building a house up on Cannon, and some Snoop Doggy Doo-Doo built a gigantic place on Maine.
Yep, there goes the neighborhood.
That's the 5th family of them that's moved here.
Yeah,
Seems like all of a
There goes
sudden
the
South
neighborhood.
Park is being overrun by those types.
Hey, what are you saying? What types?
You know, the... Yeah, that's right, Cash Chucker. Go have fun with your $2 million house.
So as you heard, I spliced a couple clips in there just so we could get the big hit, the word of the day there, cash chucker. You cash chucker. I'd never heard that before this episode of South Park when I first ago.
Think they were trying to take Spear and just make it close enough to.
Interesting. That's
how I've always interpreted it.
That's a good
last 20 years.
That's a good point. It's a good call out. Well, even Token realizes that these rich kids are completely different from him, all speaking with snotty rich accents and doing typically upper class activities like polo, which Token cannot understand. I didn't clip the polo part here, but here's when they're about to go shopping.
Token, these are Oprah's newly adopted children, Dominique and Zizi.
Hello.
Hi. Cheerio.
I like this part. The kid
And these
names.
are Puff Daddy's kids. P Diddy Mini, P Poofy Bite Size, and Puff a Diddy Diddy Puff Pun Size. Wow, we're trying to get rich people here. Sure is. Hey, I got a great idea. Let's all pack some lunches and go sweating.
Oh no, we're going shopping.
Shopping! Yes, come, Token. We're all going to head down to the mall and buy some of the stores. Oh. All right, then.
Puff a diddy pump puff a diddy puff puff fun size. It's ridiculous. So still filling out of court plays now as he's hanging out with these kids. He decides there's only one place that he can go, and that's the zoo. And this all culminates. What happens is he's hanging out, playing polo, and kind of getting his ass kicked in the game because, of course, he doesn't understand. And he just wants to do normal kid stuff, because he's grown up in a small town, right, most of his life. So even though his family's wealthy, which he asks his parents about, he doesn't really understand the concept of money itself. Like when he's showing around the kids, he's like, yeah, this is my parents' stuff. And they're like, yeah, our daddy has 7. And they're like, oh, okay, wow, I'm so glad you came because there wasn't a lot of rich people here before. Well, why not? Why doesn't their daddy just do another movie? What? Yeah, sometimes our daddy gets a bad script and we have to tell him, Daddy, please, it's $20 million. $20 million, Daddy. It's $12 million after taxes, Daddy. And then he does
$20 million after taxes, Daddy.
And then he does the movie. Okay, that's great. $20
You have to
million.
be stern with Daddy sometimes.
$20 million, great. So yes, he he doesn't understand that because he's growing up in this small town and he's just trying to fit in with his friends, right? So for him, these rich hoity-toity games or whatnot that don't really resonate with him as an 8-year-old. But what does resonate apparently is going to be going to the zoo. But this is after seeing the boys playing on Rochambeau.
What the hell are they doing? Is that fun? I don't know. We don't have horses, so we can't play. Well, let's just play our game then. All right, I'll start. I'll kick you in the nuts, Carrie. I'll kick you in the nuts, Stan. Oh. I'll kick you in the nuts, Cartman. Ow. Kick you in the nuts. You see, you must pay attention, Token. I was able to jolly-roll your Davishmere with the full castle.
This game is too confusing. How about we have a snowball fight?
A snowball fight?
How barbaric.
Yes, Token. If you want to play such savage games, I suggest you go live with lions.
Have you guys ever watched like a polo game? Or
Yeah.
That
No.
shit's actually kind of intense. And it could get scary, bro. Like you can knock each other off your horse. Get
Yeah.
trampled on.
Take your word for it. It's not something I've ever been interested in.
Yeah, dude. Like the one when I was, I think, 12 or 13. My dad, there was this work party and it was at this huge mansion and they were playing polo in the back, dude. They were like knocking each other the fuck out and shit, dude. It's intense. Like, you get fucked up in polo, bro.
Like, I wasn't really, I mean, I might be interested in watching or something, like, you know.
Yeah, I would never want to play it. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to play it, but it's like I wasn't really into lacrosse, and then I filmed for a season scouting for high school boys and the girls cross for like a couple of different teams, schools and whatnot in the district, and I was in college, and I was like, damn, this game's kind of intense. I was like, with this fucking lacrosse, I was like, holy shit. So like I had a better appreciation for it when, you know, you actually do get a goal and all that shit. So like I was like, damn. And like for the kids to fucking catch the ball at that speed too with their fucking stick, it's fucking crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that is nuts.
So this poor people now in South Park, guys, begin to segregate just like they did between 1865 and the 1950s, 1960s. And as more rich people and more as the original residents make up various laws which go against the rich people, disallowing them to eat at certain restaurants, drink in certain bars, and forcing them to sit at the front of all buses, since the front seats are first class, basically only allowing them to go to better places than the other residents go. Now, it starts off, we first saw Kobe Bryant. He walks into the bar, sits down. Hey, what are you doing here? Yeah, can't you see the sign that says this place is for people living well below their means? And they're like, yeah, you can go to the, I forget what the name of the other bar was, across the street if you want to get yourself some good beer. Well, no, we just wanted some cheap beer tonight, guys. And he's like, well, you need to get out. We don't serve people like you. We're not going to stand for this. You know, his friend's like, let's just go, Kobe. We'll be back. You'll see. So they leave. And then, yeah, well, let's play that clip now of Bill Cosby. It's hysterical.
Oh boy, we're going to the zoo. We can eat the jello pudding. Oh, this is gonna be fun, kids. We're going to the zoo. We can eat the jello pudding and chocolate cake.
Hey, what are you doing? If you're gonna ride the bus in South Park, you're gonna have to sit in the front.
Yeah, that's where the first class seating is.
Yeah, how do you like that, Richard?
It's very nice, actually.
Yeah, I'll bet
Very
it.
nice, actually.
Very comfy.
Looks like
It's very comfy. Yeah, well, it looks like it. They just do such a fabulous, stupid rendition of Bill Cosby. And put in a chocolate cake and then ride the bus. Oh, it's really nice. Thank you. So, you know, while this is going on, of course, Token then heads to the zoo to inquire about joining the Lion Pride.
What are you doing here, boy?
You talked. I understood you. I must be becoming a lion.
You're not becoming a lion. The only way you can do that is to see Aslan.
Who's Aslan?
Very well. Walk this way.
Very well. Walk
Is this the boy who's been living in our realm? Yes,
Are you Aslan?
I am.
Well, I'm Token.
So, you want to live with the lions, do you?
Yes. Great Aslan. I don't fit in anywhere else.
And what makes you think you'd fit in with us?
Well, I don't know.
Do you like jokes?
What?
Jokes! You know, funny, ha-ha! Us lions love jokes.
I like jokes a lot.
Then there may be hope in you yet, young apprentice lion.
So, interesting here. Token joins the Lion Pride. And he's going to be the next, I guess you might say, Scar. It's a circle of life. And never know. No? All right, yes.
Nah, so when you gonna buy me a pizza, bruh?
Gonna buy me a pizza, bruh.
Right?
And breadsticks. There on the side. The Cash Chuckers is what they're calling them. They are unfortunately being met with some disdain, as we mentioned there. You know, after Kobe leaves the bar, Mr. Garrison concocts a plan in the most, of course, racially motivated undertone here, I'd say, for the episode. Now, the end is bad, of course, but this one really hits hard. Is let's burn a T on his front yard for time to leave. And if anybody knows about what the Ku Klux Klan are all about, it's the symbol of burning of the cross in relation to racism. It's usually what they're doing to try and indicate that they're going to come for the individual who has the pigmentation of Negro and are going to skin him up, kill him, and or burn him. So that was where this originally comes from, kind of like a symbol, like we're coming for you, boy. That quote unquote, that would be from them, not from me. So now moving on here, Token, of course, I'm sorry, the Cash Chuckers then are now trying to fight back against all these rules. So they're like, we're going to do a millionaires man march. Millionaires, people who are millionaires. So they are walking through the street and they see, they were walking through the street and see Chef. Chef is sitting there plowing his driveway and they say, come on, brother, come with us. Now, of course, them thinking that because he's black, he must be rich as well. Chef explains to them that, he's not rich, that, he makes a moderate living as a chef at a elementary school. And they then tell him, well, if you come march with us, we'll give you $100. And he joins up. Now, if I had been Chef, come on, dog, you should have at least tried for 1,000.
Right? Like, he was just like, oh, $100. We shall persevere.
Yeah, he went super.
Or at least I would have gone even further. Okay, I want $100 from everybody here. That's what I would have pushed for. Because then everybody who's a millionaire there is all got to fork out $100.
I mean, was 100 the first offer? I mean, he has to leave himself somewhere to go. I mean, like, you really could have done it for $12.50.
Ah, you did it. Good job. I love it. I mean, you really could have done it for $12.50. I really think you got away with it. That's a reference, of course, to last week's episode, The Entity, which you can go back and listen to, which is available right now on all podcast outlets on YouTube as well. And so go check it out and tell us what you think. You can also email us at suckmyballspod@gmail.com. So after they get him to join up, Token is hanging out with the Lions, but unfortunately is kind of growing annoyed with them. They make some stupid jokes, fart jokes. They're immature, right? And so at this point, Token decides that he's no longer going to stay with the Lions and he's going to leave and go back home. He has his I've learned something here moment of the day when Azon says, but I thought you didn't like your friends. And he explains to them, well, I thought that I did, but I just realized that, everybody's going to make fun of everybody and be in their own special way. And that's what makes them who they are. And those are his friends, right? So let's go to this clip here as he's about to leave.
Perhaps you would like a stick of gum?
No, thanks.
Go on, it's spearmint.
No, because there's a spring in there, and if I pull the gum out, it's going to hurt my finger.
Oh, so you don't want any gum then? Are you sure? Go on, try it.
Ow.
That is good stuff.
Jesus Christ.
So dumb. So now that he gets back, he sees his friends, and his friends, of course, say, hey, what's going on, dudes? And he's like, oh, hey, I was surprised that you want to hang out with me. I thought you guys didn't like me. And they're like, why would you think that? And he's like, well, because you're always ripping on me for being rich. And Stan's like, dude, we rip on you because we're guys. We rip on everybody. We rip on Butters because he's a wimp. We rip on Kyle because he's a Jew. Kyle's like, we rip on Stan because he's in love with Wendy. And Stan's like, yeah, I get it for that. And then Kyle's like, we rip on Cartman because he's fat. Yep. We rip on him because he's a smartass. Yep. We rip on him because his mom's a crack whore. Yep. We rip on him because he's an egotistical prick. Hey, you already did me already. So he rips on him, and they explain that they only picked on him, of course, because they're guys. So they then decide that they're not going to tease him anymore for being rich, and instead mock him for being such a pussy since he was unable to stand being called rich.
Token.
Hey, guys.
Dude, we're gonna play football. You wanna play?
You mean you want me around?
Sure, dude. You're a friend.
Yeah, I know. But you guys always rip on me for being rich.
Dude, just because we rip on you for being rich doesn't mean we don't like you. Yeah, we're guys, dude. We find something about all our friends to rip on. We make fun of you for being rich just like we make fun of Butters for being wimpy. They sure do. Yeah, and like we rip on Kyle for being a Jew. Right.
That's right, huh?
And Stan for being in love with Wendy. Yeah, I get it for that. And Cartman for being fat. Uh-huh. And Cartman for being stupid. Yeah. And Cartman for having a whore for a mom. Hey. And Cartman for being a sadistic asshole. Hey, you did me already.
You're right, guys. From now on, I'm fine with being made fun of for being rich.
Oh, but we're not going to rip on you for being rich anymore.
You're not?
No, dude, because since you got your feelings so hurt for being ripped on, now we think you're a pussy. Yeah, so now you're a pussy. Pussaholic. Come on, Nurse Token. We're gonna... Pussy. Yeah, what a pussy. Like a pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
Wait, I like being ripped off for being rich better.
That's totally a guy move though, too. Like, yeah, you fucking pussy, let's go. Like, look, I don't care. I don't care if it's 2021, okay? Behind closed doors. I mean, I know that girls probably talk shit too, but guys talk shit, all right? We don't necessarily degrade women, but we fucking make fun of each other more than anything. I'm just saying. So in the meantime, now Mr. Garrison goes to extremes because he sees the newscast that says about the Million Man March is coming, and they're like, oh, we lost against the rich people, right? Because they're like trying to get rid of them. So Mr. Garrison comes with an idea, what are rich people afraid of the most? And Jimbo's like, ghosts? And he's like, bingo. Go home and get your white sheets, and we'll come back here and we'll spook them out of town.
Spook them out of town.
Mr. Garrison, of course, is convinced that all the rich people are scared of ghosts.
And so it is with great determination that us decent rich Americans...
Actually, no, let me start that over here. And so then we get to the press conference here, guys, and we've got the mayor, right? And the mayor is talking with the millionaire, that being Will Smith, and all the black celebrities, the Millionaire March. And as the newscast notes that they didn't have enough black millionaires, so that, of course, they had to hire some and hire migrant workers as well to be there. And the mayor then on TV is going to explain to them, you know, hey, you know, we're coming to a resolution. We like you guys. And then the ghost people are going to show up.
And so it is with great determination that us decent rich Americans have gathered to say we will be separated no more. Hooray!
This certainly has been an enlightening evening. And as mayor, I accept your petition and will abolish all separation law.
Yeah!
And I want to assure the nation that is watching that South Park is not a town of prejudice or bigotry.
Now the KKK, aka ghosts, come out.
What the?
Well!
Carl, do you see what I see?
Yes, Martin. I do believe this town is haunted. Kids, go find the limo and get in.
You didn't tell me this town was haunted?
I didn't know. I didn't know. It's working.
They're scared to death.
So, of course, sure enough, the rich people are scared, flee the town upon discovering that it was haunted, which is, of course, they're saying haunted, but it's a combination of hate and haunted there. That's what I got from it, haunted. And Mr. Garrison then resolves by saying that he plans to sell all the houses and become rich himself. Then everyone points out that, of course, he would be only becoming rich, which, you know, he hates rich people, so he would become the thing he hates. And then he responds by, and this is where the episode ends, by saying, yeah, well, but at least I got rid of all those damn, and then he says the N-word, or he's trying to say it, but it cuts him off.
That was it. We just saw the last of them speeding away in a van.
All right. They were so scared, I'm sure they'll never be back.
That's great. And now we can sell all their homes and become millionaires.
What? But then you had us do all that for nothing. Don't you see? If you get rich selling these homes, then there will still be rich people in South Park.
Yeah, you'd become what you hate. Well, yeah, but at least I got rid of all those damn
So that's how the episode ends. We're going to go to our word from our sponsor. We'll be right back with our trivia, pop culture, and some more continuity, as well as our top moments of the episode. Yo, what's up, guys? Check out our fancy dancy stonerific threads here that we picked up from thebakedboysclub.com, our brand new sponsor. We're sporting them. Joe over there is always fresh looking. I mean, Joe, how fresh is that shirt?
It's fresh.
It's fresh. And then you got Tom Bout Scoop here, Ian. I mean, he's looking pretty saucy, or as they like to call it, the Versaucy t-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this guy. He's just a sexy beast with that t-shirt. And of course, I've got the amazing NES shirt here. So guys, to get this great apparel, visit thebakedboysclub.com, use the code SUCKMYBALLSPOD, and you'll save 15% off your order. So not only can you get baked, but we're going to save you some money so you can continue to get baked. So visit thebakedboysclub.com, bakedboysclub.com. Use the code SuckMyBallsPod. Baked Boys, not just a brand.
Not just a brand.
It's not just a brand.
It's a lifestyle. And we're back, of course. Thank you to our sponsor, thebakedboysclub.com. Visit thebakedboysclub.com and you can go ahead and get yourself some fancy t-shirts. We all held our t-shirts up just now. If you're watching this on video, nobody had the fucking shirt on right now. But
I do.
Oh, you do? Good for him. See, Scoop's feeling good. He's looking fresh. He's always fresh. That's the Versace, by the way. I don't even know if it's being sold anymore.
Nope.
It's now limited edition Scoop Jackson's. So check out bigboysclub.com. They put out limited edition type of cannabis related apparel. I was going to mail it to you, but I might just bring it to you since I'm going to be there in a couple of weeks, bro. So I'm just gonna bring it to you. But yes, bakedboysclub.com. Use our code SuckMyBallsPod. You'll save 15%.
They're coming out with shorts too.
Ooh, I know. I saw that. Follow them on Instagram. They're always putting out cool things. Baked Boys Club, not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Scoop.
Let's take away the trivia. So, this is the first episode where Token Black lives in South Park. In Cartman's Silly Hate Crime 2000, he lived outside of town and was bussed in for diversity. Token song, If I Can't Be Poor, is auto-tuned on Hulu and Netflix, HBO Max too.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah.
The name of this episode is in reference to the phrase, there goes the neighborhood, which is an expression of resignation and disapproval of racial minorities moving into previously all-white neighborhoods. Oh, boy.
Oh, I didn't know that was where that was from. I thought that was just encompassing all type of oh no, I guess what you were saying. I guess all minorities. I thought it meant maybe more poor people. I didn't think minorities, but yeah, that's interesting.
Snoop Dogg calls Will Smith William, but Will Smith's full first name is actually Willard.
Snoop doopy doop doop, Snoop doobity dog, or whatever. Snoop dizzle dazzle, Snoopy. Joe, you want to read some of the pop culture references?
Sure.
Ian, you want to read the content at the end?
Sure.
The boys play a game very close to Monopoly, but apparently with a very heavily inflated monetary system. Although Stan did say the Cartman was cheating, one of the player tokens is a dreidel. The character Aslan, head of the Lions, whom Token joins, is a reference to Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia. The character is made to resemble the version of Aslan from the 1979 movie The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The sign in front of the lion exhibit reads Africanus Lionus Carnivorus, in homage to the Warner Brothers cartoons, where the Roadrunner is using fake humorous Latin for the coyote and Roadrunner as introductions. The real scientific name is Panthera leo, although that is only implied for the regular lion. As we talked about earlier, J-Mart is a parody of Kmart. While Token and his parents are shopping at J-Mart, Sharon mentions that they can afford to shop at Cherry Creek, which, as we talked about earlier, is in an affluent neighborhood and is infamous or famous for being upscale.
Didn't they have a shooting there as well?
Yeah, probably.
It was a Cherry Creek.
There's a lot of shootings up here, actually.
Weird.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody that's supposed to be. That's why weed got legalized, because they were trying to chill everybody the fuck out. Like, just smoke weed and relax.
No, we sold our soul, dude. The recreational tax on fucking weed is 38%, bro.
Oh, dude, that's lower there than it is here.
Yeah.
What is y'all's recreational tax?
It's like 43 or something like that.
Yeah, but they end up offsetting a lot of it by making the contents cheaper. Like I looked at my wax that's high quality and I'm paying $25 for out the door. It's like on the receipt it says $12 for it. So like they're trying to offset it for you.
Yeah.
Well, they're not here. They're not offset it, dude. If I go into the dispo, try to get a half ounce, it's gonna cost me $2.45.
Because there's so much product here, and there isn't an overflow of product in Arizona yet. Like Oregon has the same thing where it's like super cheap because they can't give this stuff away. They have so much of it.
Bro, in Washington, I could get fucking top quality shit that I paid out here for 40. If it's like 40, 50 bucks, I could get it out in Washington for 20. And then sometimes I'd get the discount and I'd get the fucking big syringe thing, the Blue Dream big syringe one for like 10 bucks, bro, because they just fucking couldn't give it away. And a lot of people actually prefer flour up in Washington too. So because of that, wax is cheaper, whereas flour is more expensive in Washington. So there because of the supply. Whereas so it's a little bit harder for them to get rid of wax, but the weather is so nice up there that the wax doesn't just like melt away or get really goopy like it does in Arizona if you don't fucking smoke that shit right, or if you don't keep it in your freezer or in a cool area or something. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Right.
You know.
And there was the last one inside Will's house. There are movie poster parodies of actual Will Smith movies, including Nutty Nutty West, which is the Wild Wild West. Guys in dark suits and black sunglasses, which I'm sure we can guess what that is. The Legend of Baggy Pants, which is a spin riff on the Legend of Bagger Vance. And Badass Boys, which is, of course, Bad Boys.
I'm a little disappointed now thinking back that we didn't get Cartman fanboying over Will Smith at some point. It's on the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild Wiki Wiki Wild West. Me and Cloud Frog gonna save the day. Wiki 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 Wild. Scoop, you want to finish up our continuity?
All right, yeah, let's jump into the continuity here. So when Cartman is done giving his project, he tells Miss Chokes on Dick that he will make her eat her parents, a reference to Scott Dennerman Must Die. I love that part.
What was that? Nothing.
This is the second time that someone has dressed up as a KKK member while trying to be a ghost. The first time was in Pink Eye, when Principal Victoria dressed Cartman up as one.
Right.
Aspen is mentioned several times in this episode, one on Token's Forbes advertisement, for instance. And this place later on gets featured in Aspen.
That's right.
Aspen.
There was a couple things about goofs, but I just wanted to point out my own goof that I noticed when Token is leaving the lion den and he still has his hand caught in the gum trap. He's walking away with it still on his hand, and it literally changes one frame, and then it's not on his hand anymore. It's like, oh, they took it off his hand. Okay. I would have liked to at least seen him drop it or something. But anyway, there's your full recap, your pop culture, your trivia, your continuity. Now we're going to talk about our top moments here when we finish off the episode. Scoop, what did you like here?
So, like Joe, I liked Snoop's rap. That was pretty funny because it was just pretty balls to the walls, like cringe worthy and everything.
Wow.
And then Will Smith wanting to be a cowboy. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I can finally be a cowboy.
We can get horses and everything. Dude, these kids' name, I thought that was hilarious. Did you put that one, Joe?
Yeah, that was me.
I liked that. Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy Jr., whatever.
Yeah. Mini Puff,
Bite
Little
size.
Puff.
Bite size.
Yeah,
puff.
bite size.
Like
Yeah.
Aslan, you liked the lion? Who wrote that one?
Yeah, that was me. Just like how it was just one of those examples where they beat a joke to death so much that it starts becoming funny again, with like how stupid the jokes are, how stupid the accent and voice is. Oh, is this the one that wants to live with the lion? In our realm?
Do you like jokes? Jokes! Ha ha ha! Funny jokes. Do you like jokes? Yes, I do. Well, then you may be fit, young lion apprentice.
Yeah.
I like how he said lion apprentice. Of course, chef's recruitment. You put that as well?
Yeah, it just when they were having the millionaire march, the fact that they just assumed that Chef was rich, and then they're well, here's $100. Come on. He's like, right away.
And then who put Garrison being racist at the end?
It's not that I was a fan of him being racist or anything, but like it was, you could tell most of the town was just being kind of racist with it and beating around the bush the whole time. And then Garrison just like out and out, like you almost appreciate that he's upfront about it. Whereas there are so many people that hide it or will say something kind of, under the radar or kind of snide, like, wait, was that kind of right? Was that right? Like Garrison's like, hey, yeah, I just got rid of all them.
And the last thing here you put as far as you didn't like the auto tune.
No, because I was watching it. I was watching it last night on HBO, and then I heard the auto tune and everything. I'm like, this doesn't sound right. And then I went back to the website you watch everything on, which I think has the DVD rips. And I'm like, no, sons of bitches totally fucking changed it. And that's like, they go after Spielberg and George Lucas in later episodes for doing the same fucking thing.
I don't think it's them. I think it's once they hand it over to the network does it. It's like anything, right? When you're leasing the libraries and content, once they have the rights to do with it, they have the rights to do it. They want right? Ban the episodes, remove things, whether it's South Park or Peacock right now, everyone's complaining about the WWE network. So
right.
I mean, it's just a worldwide movement of this political correctness bullshit. And I don't know why they auto-tune it, though. That's a weird fucking thing, though.
Yeah. And real quick on that WWE thing. Yeah, it's happening on Peacock, but it's actually WWE making the cuts. So anything that's getting cut on Peacock is getting cut on international versions, too.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously, they want to keep the continuity, of course.
Yeah.
So they don't want to like give people the reason to VPN it, because if you give people the reason to VPN it, then they're just going to do that, right? So
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to avoid that by making you just use Peacock because you're just going to get the same shit. So, but that's all we have, really. Scoop, did you anything you didn't like about the episode?
The auto tune. I thought that was kind of once they pointed it out in the trivia, I was like, whoa, the songs do kind of sound shitty. So I didn't like that. And I didn't like that Kenny didn't have like this is gonna be like my biggest pet peeve in some of these issues going further down the road is when Kenny doesn't have a role in it. And that just kind of bugs me because fuck.
Well, it's ready to be further bothered by it. Kenny had one line in this episode, guys. That's why we didn't do our weekly segment of what did Kenny say. He only said ow, and that was when he died. But Scoop, to your point, unfortunately, in your case, next episode, our very next review is called Kenny Dies. So you're not going to see much of Kenny anyway, bro.
And maybe I should wait until next week then to say what I was going to say. Yeah.
Next week. That's a nice little teaser there. And as well, also following that, we'll have one of my favorite episodes, the season finale, Butter's very own episode. So that's coming up here too. God, yes. As we wrap up season 5 here on Suck My Balls, episode number fucking 80. We did it, 80 episodes. It's a little bit of a milestone, but it'll be even more when we get to 100 itself. You guys, we appreciate you listening to us each and every week. We appreciate your feedback. And of course, as I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm your host on the scene where the air is clean and I light up that green. Yeah, boy. MSGGG. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Matthew_Schaffer. Each and every week, I also host Light the Fuse with Ben Hameen and Chris Silvio. It's an AEW podcast review show where we recap AEW Dynamite. As well as if you're interested in highly edited content by myself as well, you can check out patreon.com/StevieRayTV for the 10-time WCW Tag Team Champion, the WWE Hall of Famer himself, one half of Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray, patreon.com/StevieRayTV. And if you don't got the money, at least join us live on YouTube or on twitch.tv/StevieRayTV every night, mostly Mondays through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I can guarantee you'll get Monday and Tuesday no matter what. So go ahead and check that out. Joe, anything to say before we go?
Not a whole heck of a lot to say. Yeah, just see you next week.
See you next week. Scoop. Any parting words for the peoples today?
Just wait for the new floor.
Wait for this. He's been saying that every week. Buy the freaking dip. And of course, we thank you for listening to another edition of
Suck my balls, suck my balls, my balls, my balls, suck 'em dry.
You wanna get high? Always feel like it don't belong. Not sure what's right or wrong. I see how you can be. I'll just stick with being me. The things I see every day turns my stomach inside. Even if I shut it all out, it brings its way back into my life. Wish we could live in a world where everyone was sane. Then
Looking for some new podcasts to listen to? Well, Rat Salad Review Network has plenty of shows to choose from. Like Rat Salad Review, where they discuss the latest rock and metal news, as well as interviews and albums. Album vs. Album, the King Diamond Podcast, with Wayne Noon, Greg Norgal, and sometimes this guy.
Smack 'em a gob!
Ralph Vieira is also on our network with the Vieira Vault. There's also Old Man Metal's Musings, where he discusses heavy metal and beer. Music is Life with Lou Mavs. The Right Opinion for those who love politics. A South Park podcast called Suck My Balls. The Infinite Fringe, a watch-along wrestling show called Beyond Bushido. Ex-Stradivarius guitarist, the Timo Tolkki podcast. And the great Harry Barnett with I Don't Even Like Podcast and the Laughcast. So check out ratsaladreview.com or search Rat Salad Review on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and more.